Okay. WWE Smackdown vs Raw 2008 100% Part 51. Okay, so we are gonna start a singles matches of sorry, I guess I should fuck. We're talking is hard. We're gonna do a Road to WrestleMania tournament on Iron Man mode. It's gonna be a singles tournament. Okay. We already did make the tournament last time, so we'll just load it up real quick. All right. Mark Henry versus Kenny Dystra. Everyone's been waiting for this fight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 380 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Can you imagine the pain that I bring if I said I'm a joint in the streets of this thing? It's a K-I-N, G-N Hill, wildest band in the world, and I have no fear. I'm the mean and the mean, the nightmare dreams, the root of all evil. Weak fear me, yeah. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Somebody gon' get their ass kicked. Somebody gon' get their wig split. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat 'em up, break his neck, break his neck. Beat 'em up, break his neck. And the opponent, from Worcester, Mass, weighing in at 234 pounds, Kenny Dystra.
Listen to that crowd. This is Michael Cole with JBL at ringside, bringing you SmackDown action from Huntsville, Alabama.
They're already going crazy, and the action hasn't even started yet. This is going to be absolutely huge.
No question. The SmackDown superstars never fail to bring the house down, and Seattle will never be the same after tonight.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to feel a bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing.
And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
Who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything. He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's going to wish he spent this time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
These superstars give everything they've got when they're in a match like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
And for a lot of guys, their WWE career is their life. That's why you see so much passion for what they do in the ring.
And that's something you won't see anywhere else. With all due respect to every athlete and entertainer out there, no one gives as much of themselves to their fans as the WWE superstars.
There's no doubt in my mind that Mark Henry is the world's strongest man.
He's going for the pin!
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you did, you'd have to hear about puppies and government mules and scalded dogs. It's like a zoo over there. Man, I see nothing but bright things in Kenny Dykstra.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge... Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit showing off and get down to business?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he? Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to...
Here's your winner, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, John Cena.
You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, limits, it's automatic. I win it, so you hear those horns, you finish. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking new kid, I'm hard as nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they going.
And the opponent,
I've got the looks.
from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I make them hot. I make them shiver. They leave you weak. Whenever I'm around, they see me walk. They hear me talk. I make them feel like they're on cloud nine. Just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Ain't your heart out, girls? Hands off the merchandise. I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks.
Listen to that crowd. This is Michael Cole with JBL at ringside, bringing you SmackDown action from Huntsville, Alabama.
They're already going crazy, and the action hasn't even started yet. This is going to be absolutely huge.
No question, the SmackDown superstars never fail to bring the house down, and Seattle will never be the same after tonight.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have, and that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, and that's great for him, but this is a match, not a popularity contest.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being physical either. There aren't many superstars who can match his accomplishments.
And there's the pin!
Here's the pin. This could be it. Yeah, that's just great. Why don't you just quit showing off and get down to business?
He is getting down to business. He's in the sports entertainment business, isn't he? He may get the 3 count right here.
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. If I were him, I'd put that energy into improvement. He can taunt all he wants, but once he's lost the match, he's going to wish he spent this time going after his opponent.
I think you're wrong about that. I think this is going to make his victory tonight that much sweeter.
He saw that one coming. He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure he can spare it?
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
These superstars give everything they... He's going for the pin.
3.
Here's your winner,
I've got the looks.
the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
That really move 'em. I said chill. Up and down their spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I make 'em hot. I make 'em shiver.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 243 pounds, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. From Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmackDown. Coming to you tonight from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Deep in the heart of wrestling country, this crowd is fired up, and so am I.
An enthusiastic crowd and the greatest superstars in sports entertainment. You can't ask for more than that.
I've been on the receiving end of a beating from Stone Cold, and let me tell you, I do not envy his opponent tonight.
Neither do I. Stone Cold isn't a man to let you off with a warning.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised.
Here's your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Colorado Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 275 pounds, Bobby Lashley.
There's a storm in the distance, you better take cover now. Coming too fast, hang up and call your mother now. Dark clouds and ominous mask. You pray it might pass, but no, it's gonna last. The lightning strikes and the ground is on fire, and the light you know is about to expire. No time for breath, but a good time for running. Never look back, 'cause hell is coming down. Hell in the sky, and all you sinners will die. It's gonna blow you away. It's gonna be judgment day. You know that fear will be rising, and you know that pressure.
And the opponent, from Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania, Corey.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? You're not gonna win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars.
Here's your winner, Corey. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds, CM Punk. And the opponent, from Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 300 pounds, Snitzky.
A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for? We're seeing another phenomenal performance here by the straight-edge extremist, CM Punk.
So hold on. What does straight edge mean exactly?
It means that Punk has decided to enjoy life without the use of drugs or alcohol, King. And it's a choice I respect for him.
Wow. I never thought me and CM Punk would have anything in common. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. I don't know how the WWE or the American Dental Association can allow a monster like Snitzky to compete.
Simple. A monster like Snitzky makes the rest of the roster kick it up a notch. You can't just go through the motions when you're in a match with a guy who wants to rip.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon. This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident super. I don't like the look in this freak's eye, folks.
It's not his eyes you got to worry about. What a wicked pump handle slam.
And there's the cover. 2, 3. Boy.
Here's your winner, Snitzky.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Washington, D.C., weighing 317 pounds, Batista.
all these people talking out their heads. I've never understood a damn thing that they said. From words to actions, never knowing what they're about. I guess I'll have to chew them up and spit them out. And I said, I'm walk for miles inside this pit of danger. I swallowed down 1,000 years of anger. The weight of the world is falling on my shoulders. A place where no one follows me.
And the opponent from the Double Cross Ranch, Amarillo, Texas, weighing in at 247 pounds, Terry Funk.
Listen to that crowd. This is Michael Cole with JBL at ringside, bringing you SmackDown action from Huntsville, Alabama.
They're already going crazy, and the action hasn't even started yet. This is going to be absolutely huge.
No question, the SmackDown superstars never fail to bring the house down, and Seattle will never be the same after tonight.
Nice quick counter there. When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
If you ask me, Batista's best days were back when he was Triple H's lackey.
Batista was impressive as a member of Evolution, but it wasn't. Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. I hope these fans appreciate this opportunity to see Terry Funk in action here tonight.
Oh, I think they do. He's a living legend in this business.
You got that right. Legend is a word that gets thrown around a little too freely sometimes, but the Funk's
here's your winner, Batista.